Hey guys, Sean with Custom Offsets. We just got a comment on our LoMax bed cover install video, and we realized that we did that 1 year ago last week. So we're gonna bring you an update, tell you what we're loving about it and what we're hating about it. So if you guys remember why I did the LoMax, it was all about, I've got this bed rug on here and I wanted to keep this thing dry, but I also don't really like the black tonneau covers. It just didn't match. Even if I did like the hard top, it wasn't gonna match the complete whiteout build of CO2. So I was trying to find a bed cover that I can wrap and have it basically color match the rest of the vehicle and get that complete whiteout top. The LoMax is badass because it is literally these slabs of aluminum which then create this hard cover, which has a completely smooth surface. So it comes and it's this like grayed out aluminum, like you would see here on the inside, and then it's black on top. So I was able to have our vinyl guy go through and vinyl these three big slabs plus that middle joint piece, and boom, I've got a completely white cover. Now, the other things that I loved about it is you can flip it very quickly and easily. You're literally just pulling up on these two strings from down underneath and it pulls the latches, releases it. Now the rest of it is already released. So you can just keep rolling it and you can run it just like this. There's some tie downs here that you can loop into the notches, and then boom, you can run like this and use this portion of the truck and keep that on there. The other option is you can pop this off. It's really easy to pop off, carry away. I have never taken it off because I've got trailers for this truck. So I don't ever haul like a pile of wheels and tires. Those all go in the trailer and I use it for towing. So primarily this thing has stayed intact. Here's the first thing I noticed. If you look right here, because I'm rolling it on itself, it's tearing all of my vinyl wherever it contacts. So if one of my ideas, I'm thinking I'm gonna put one of those felt pads that you put on the bottom of a bar stool in your kitchen on there. And then when that goes down, it'll slide on here versus grip it and tear the vinyl. So that was kind of one of my big bummers that I've noticed, and I'm gonna have to fix that. So I have to come up with something there. The other thing that happened with the wrap is in an area here where when I'm flipping it, not paying close attention, what's happening is it's catching itself and then ripping the vinyl again there too. So I'm gonna have to do something about that, but definitely can't blame that on LoMax. They didn't say, hey, cover this thing in vinyl and wish you luck. What I do love about it is I still have not seen another cover that's perfectly flat. If you look at how low profile this is, it's absolutely perfect and it's exactly what I wanted. The whole thing sits down inside of there. As far as the aesthetics of it, I'm still in love with it. Love that part about it. Here's the other bad news. If you come and look here at this seam has somehow buckled underneath itself. And if you look from the back side, you'll see that there's something really weird going on here where I think this seam has completely pulled apart. And now what it's doing is it's allowing all of the water to run right through there. So if I close this back up and you look down underneath the cover, you'll actually see light coming right through there. And that's where the water can just free flow down between the seams in the cover. So that's not super helpful. The other thing that I heard in the last video, and yes, you know, it is what it is, they felt like it looked flimsy. And the reason is, you know, you've got that sheet aluminum and then you've just got these runners here. So although I think it's strong, when you go to flip it up, if people are watching what you're doing, they may not like that. But I would argue that's the only way you're gonna get it where it's completely flat like this, is to keep that aluminum super thin. And for this thing to be light enough when you do flip it up, and flip it up and then snatch it up off of here and walk away with it with just one person. You can't have all of this bracing in here and stiffen that up, because then you're gonna have a problem when you go to try to carry it and you've added all that extra weight. So I still think LoMax did a good job as far as balancing the strength with the weight. This isn't something I would walk across here. I believe it holds 400 pounds, but remember that's 400 pounds of like snow or 400 pounds of random people laying on here and distributing their body weight perfectly, but I wouldn't go walking on the thing. But if you look at it, you know, anything dropped on it, if you were to set a bin on here, I wouldn't be worried at all that anything's gonna happen because it is distributing the weight well. And it does seem like it's extremely sturdy and gonna hold up to everything. I would say all in all, and here's the other thing that I've noticed, you have to kind of pay attention. So what I've learned to do is kind of pull back on it when I'm folding it, because if you smash it forward, you start kind of smushing all this stuff together. And then when you set it down, it doesn't seem to be lined up. So I've learned to be, you know, more deliberate when you pull the cords and you set it down to just kind of, you know, treat it like you want it to last, not flipping it around. And if you heard that sound just now, I think I ripped the vinyl again. Nope. So this one seems to have a rubber cover, which I think is not ripping it. This one I seem to have lost the rubber, and that must be why it's ripping it. So I don't know where that went. I wish I still had that because I feel like that would protect it a little better. All in all, I love how it snaps in place. I love that it's made out of aluminum because when I shut this and I lock it, I know that I'm semi-secure. Could somebody get in here and probably pop that up and break that off? Yep. But they're not gonna be able to just reach into the back of the truck or pop the tailgate down easily. They'd have to sit and mess with this thing to get in there. So it's somewhat secure as, you know, 1/8 inch aluminum or whatever it could be. So as far as what I was trying to accomplish with a nice flat cover, vinyl wrap to match my truck, extremely flush, keeps out 80% of the water. It hit it perfectly, and I like the price point on it too. It wasn't that out of control. So would I do it again? Yep. Am I gonna keep it on here? Yep. I'm just gonna try to fix this issue and then probably get a hold of LoMax, which I haven't done yet, and figure out what's going on with that seam down there. I did hear a rumor through the grapevine that the new style has come up with a better seam between these panels in order to resolve that. So we will see. We'll do another update for you guys. If you're interested, let us know. Peace. See it right here? Yep. Look at it. Every time it does that, I cringe.